Alrighty, guys, what is going on? Welcome to the Chec Box. I should say welcome back, right?
Yes, sir.
Holy shit. Alrighty, guys. Well, for those joining us after 4 months of recording, welcome to the Chec Box. I am your host, Chec, and I am alongside none other than my best friends, Perp, Kenneth, and Alec. Say what's up, guys.
What's up? What up? What up?
What it is.
Good.
Alrighty, guys. Just really quick before we begin the show, I want to remind everybody to don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell on YouTube so that way you can get a notification every time we upload a new episode, as well as follow us on Instagram and SoundCloud. You can follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of that. Subscribe, get notifications so that way you know whenever we post. And, of course, keep us alive by giving some comments and your feedback on every single episode and every post that we put up from our personal page to our Instagram at the Chec Box. All right,
It really helps.
Yes,
100%.
it really
We
does.
talk about it all the time. We got to beat the algorithm.
Exactly, guys.
So we got to beat the algorithm.
Seriously. Being that we've been 4 months out of the studio, we're going to consider this season 2. So welcome to season 2, guys, of the Chec Box. I'm very excited for today's episode, which is going to be on insecurities and insight into the male mind.
Juicy.
All right, but before we get into that, guys, being that we haven't been here for a while, I just want to speak about how was our summer, man. Really quick. Perp, talk to us, man.
I even realized we were talking about this earlier. It's been a while since we last recorded. Pretty much all summer.
Yeah. Literally all summer.
Yeah.
It's literally all summer. It's been a whole season, literally.
Yeah. That's I wouldn't. Yeah.
It was developmental.
That was crazy.
It was developmental.
It was very.
A lot of shit.
So that's what I'm saying. I mean, my summer was pretty regular. Time flew. But it was good. Got educated. Read some book. Listened to a couple of podcasts. Yeah, just work and shit, man. But yeah, it's pretty much just developing my personal self.
Love that, man. Love to hear that. Alec, man, talk to us, brother.
Dude, it was awesome. Finished, like I said, we finished off
Last episode was study. Oh,
No, but like,
it was in May. Around May.
Yeah, so May. So you called me right when I was approaching graduation. Finished graduation. Got the master's. Good looks.
Master of Science.
Wavy. Then I did a bit of traveling. Went to Europe. That was dope. Went to visit London and Spain, which was great. Dude, we have to fucking go to Spain.
No, we do.
Spain
Can't wait.
is fucking gorgeous. Then had a little tragedy. Wella. R.I.P. Wella. And so I ended up just kept working in school. Started my PhD program, and that's where we're at right now.
Amazing, brother. Love to hear that.
My summer has been not didn't really go as planned, but
Not eventful.
yeah, not event. I mean, I graduated, so that's a great
what's up,
thing.
man.
You know, I graduated in May, but
Progress, my guy.
yeah, I'm still job hunting. I'm still trying to do.
Oh man, that's regular, man.
Job
That ain't
hunting.
nothing.
Oh, that shit is depressing,
I graduated
man.
last May. I ain't have a job till October, so
Bro,
you're on good pace.
I sure hope so.
You're on a great
You're
pace,
good, my
actually.
brother.
Yeah, man.
You're good.
Yeah, weightlifting's been going good. State championships are this month. I'm not
Nice.
competing, but I'll definitely be there.
Need to compete next competition.
I will. Yeah. I definitely want to compete next year. And then the next, whenever the next competition is.
Or swing those picks whenever you get those like cool like
Oh
sport
yeah,
shots
yeah,
and
yeah,
shit
yeah,
like
yeah,
that. We'll
yeah,
totally
yeah.
like
Yeah,
put
definitely for the
stories
next
and stuff
competition.
like that.
Yeah,
Word.
definitely for the
100%.
next competition for sure. Yeah.
Glad to hear that, gentlemen. I mean, my summer's been pretty decent. I went to Cali one more time for a great business trip. That was actually like last week, 2 weeks ago. It was amazing.
Show
Barbering.
them the hair, bro. Show
Oh
them
yeah,
the
guys, a
fucking
lot has
hair, bro.
happened. I'm
Come
sorry,
on,
I
man.
completely.
The
I got
fuck?
blonde hair now. I'm usually rocking the curled stash, but I've been having product in it for like a week and a half straight, so I like to give my hair a little breather.
Time to breathe.
Yeah. But I've literally just been cutting hair all freaking summer. It's ridiculous. If you know.
Speaking of stashes,
like
by the
that.
way, I forgot about mine.
Yeah,
I came back
you
with
got
some
a nice
shit too.
little facial hair going. Feel me? And you actually just reminded me when you say competition. I'm actually competing in my first barbering competition,
No
guys.
shit.
September 22nd is the Concrete Jungle Battle 2. It's gonna be in Brooklyn. $25 for spectators. You don't have to be a barber to attend. You can come support.
Yeah.
They sell a bunch of products that you can possibly use. You can definitely use. They sell clippers, anything, bro. It's amazing. Come out and support. You already know, and come see me at Level Up Grooming Studio. And we'll get some more information on that a little later on in the
Meet Chec
episode.
Johnson.
Yes, Checo Cuts, man. Checo Cuts. Yeah, bro, I would love to support. All right, guys, I think it's time we dive into this episode.
I'm actually
Now,
kind of excited for this one.
Oh,
we're going to
me
break
too.
the insecurities down into 3 parts. So personal insecurities, which are going to cover like physical appearance, comparing yourself to social norms, how you were raised if you were ever embarrassed and shit. Interpersonal, so basically relationships, where we'll talk about things like trust issues, being out of somebody's league, maybe some finance issues when you're in a relationship. And then we're just going to see the pros out of all of these insecurities toward the last segment. and see what we learn from them. You know what I'm saying?
Word. It's not all bad. It's not all bad.
Yeah, it's really not. It's really not, guys. It's gonna be phenomenal. So let's pretty much get going with the first one. Personal insecurities.
Let's get physical.
Yeah, let's talk physical. Cause I know I was insecure one time about my body. I was a little fat fuck, man. Probably like in high school, man. I wasn't huge, but I thought I was. Yeah. And then, people would tell me, like, yo, Chec, like, you're not even that crazy. But it's like, bro, looking down is different than looking at. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Definitely.
And it was pretty tough. Like, it was to the point where I would deadass be in pools with, like, wife beaters, beaches with wife beaters. Like, I wouldn't even scratch my stomach in public. Like, you know how now I'll be like, Dave, look at me now in the camera. Feel me? But, I usually lift up my shirt to scratch my chest, whatever. Now I'm just like, I used to just be on the low on some, you feel me? Like, like when I would take my hoodie off, I would literally like be insecure about like lifting the shirt up at the same time and being in the nude for like that 3-second interval.
Do the sleeve first.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I would literally have to tell my boy like, yo, bro, please hold my shirt down and don't like fuck with me because I will get tight. Cause you know how niggas would be like,
Did you ever get anyone like talking shit about it though? Like,
nah.
Any way to like justify it? Was just you.
Definitely not.
It was just me, bro. It was
definitely not to your face, at least.
Yeah, definitely not to my. I'm sure people will go home like, yo, that kid Chec is a fat fuck. But I mean, nah, bro. It was bad though. But I got over that, bro, because I started to not give a shit anymore.
100%.
And not that I've never loved myself, but I just began to just accept it. Like, yo, like I'm not. If I really want a 6-pack, I'll go out and get it. But I don't really want it right now. So I'm cooling. I'm gonna just love me for who I am, what I look like, and that's it. And if I get girls, I don't.
Do I sound like a hater if I say 6-packs are overrated?
No. I agree with you.
Do you agree?
I mean, I don't think that.
I'm gonna say they're overrated.
I don't think they're overrated, underrated, anything.
I mean, they're dope. I don't want to lie. I mean,
that
would be fucking nice, but I mean, shit.
I would love to.
I guess.
I'm working my way up, but
I guess.
You feel me, right? I think IG has changed the game for guys.
Yes.
IG is really. I don't know if you've been noticing. Like, I cannot get rid of like these sponsored like fucking fitness things. I mean, don't get me wrong.
It's everywhere. It's spam
now.
At this point.
It is.
Honestly,
it's really. I think it's really getting like to the guys' heads. I don't know. I'm curious how other guys feel about that.
I would agree.
Seriously, I mean, Alec, what about your insecurities, brother? You got any physical ones you had?
Physical insecurities? Well, I would say I was a little fat fuck too when I was younger. I would just say because
I can't imagine that.
I was a chubby bunny, bro. I was a chubby. Yeah, I was. You know why though? Because like I don't know if you guys have this experience. Like grandmas, bro. Like you're never fat enough for your grandma. You're never fat enough.
You need to be the little gordito.
No, she would literally call me a penny. Like, she would call me Penny. Because you know how pennies, like when you turn to the side you can't see them. She'd be like, "Tu parece un penny." I was like, what? Relax. I'm really like, for me, like I would be like this. I would be healthy. I feel like right now I'm the healthiest I've ever been.
You definitely look it.
Yeah, bro.
Definitely look
right. And it's not too long ago since since she had passed. And I remember she was still telling me, yo. Tu comiste. I'm just like, yo, relax.
It's a habit.
It is a habit, but it's really funny how like family can really influence that. But they've always said I wasn't fat enough.
How'd you get over that?
Huh?
How'd you like? Were you ever insecure about it though, or you were just called fat? Like, did you ever feel some type of way?
Dude, I can never. I don't remember because I know my body weight changing from like being chubby. I wouldn't say I was like fat, but I was like chubby to getting a little bit skinnier. Happened when I was, started getting like interested into girls, like after a while, like when you were younger, around like sixth grade, six was a little bit hurt. no, because like sixth grade, before that it's just like whatever, but like sixth grade, you're like, oh wow, I like this one type shit, and I don't know, that coincided with that. I don't remember ever being insecure about my weight, but I was sometimes like a size 32 in like 7th grade.
That's crazy.
That's a lot.
That is actually,
I'm a size 31 right now.
Yeah, that's
type shit.
Damn, fat little motherfucker.
That's crazy.
I'm a 38.
Oh I'm a 34.
38,
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
38? You ain't no 38. You're crazy, dude.
I think so. Yeah.
This guy's not a 38. You're on drogas. Perp, man.
Or 36.
I was going to say 36 most. No way.
You're tweaking.
A year ago I was a 38.
Yeah. Nah, I actually think like 34 to 36.
Yeah, not no 38.
38
right. Bro. Perp, man. What's up? Talk about some physical insecurities you probably had growing up. And if you didn't have, that's fine too.
Funny? I feel like with a lot of things in my life, I never realized what they may have been at the time, but I look back, I'm like, oh, that's what that was. All right, so like growing up, I never looked at it as an insecurity or anything like that. But I mean, well, yeah, I guess because it was never daunting. Like, oh my goodness, I'm fat or nothing like that. But I think every male has like insecurities, whether they're short or not, or whether they like say it or not, about their bodies. That I felt out of place. Like, all right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe we go to the beach or something.
Oh, 100%.
I'm in a section with all the brolic niggas. I'm like, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, fuck, why you pick this section of the beach or the pool or whatever? No, but with that too, sometimes I feel like with younger, like going to the pool and shit, but younger, like 13 to 15-ish maybe.
Yeah.
Probably even 16-ish. Like, always wanted to have my shirt on and shit like that. I wouldn't like taking my shirt off.
I was the same way.
I used to look at niggas that were like fatter than me, but like, yo, how this nigga valid taking his shirt off?
How is he so confident?
You're right.
Now?
And then I'd be like, yo, and then nobody's like really treating him or like looking at him.
It's not different.
It's for me. So little shit like that. But then, not that I stopped giving a fuck. It was more like, at the end of the day, like I don't know, like if.
You just accept
it depends the reason. Like if it depends on what the setting or what the setting may be. Like there's different reasons why you could be insecure. Like it might not be because a girl might think I'm ugly. It might be just because I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like there's different reasons why you could be insecure for shit.
I heard that.
Yeah. I mean I don't know, but I think those are all basic insecurities that every guy goes through. I mean, as far as getting through it,
especially growing up too. I feel like we're all pretty chubby, man. Kenneth, you actually mentioned that you were the same way regarding weight.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Break down on that a little more, bro.
So I mean, it's funny. Like I didn't have like a realization that I was like, wow, I'm out of shape until I was in like 5th or 6th grade or something like that, where it was just like someone had just made a comment to me and it just like snapped in my mind and I was like, fuck.
I feel like that's a common. I feel like we all pretty much figured out like 6th, 7th grade.
For me,
I feel like that's like
it
the
was
threshold for like.
For sure, it was like
social interactions.
It was
certain social interactions.
For sure, it was like 6th, 7th grade was when I realized I was like, oh fuck.
That's when you have like your first fake girlfriends, you know?
Yeah,
around like 6th grade. When was your first fake girlfriend? I'm sorry, getting over.
Nah.
When was your first fake girlfriend?
Probably around 7th.
Mine was 6. Yeah.
I would say probably like 6th, 7th grade. Yeah,
she actually lived. She
didn't have one.
She lived in the projects across from me. That shit was.
Niggas used to be on the phone all night.
Yo, I used to have my feet up in the air on the wall.
Was it Angela?
Memorizing bitches' numbers.
I'm gonna drop names. Yo, what you doing over this?
Oh, you just dropped the name?
I should drop you.
We play it back. We play it back.
Yo,
we'll blood it out. We'll blood it out.
What's up with you?
Done.
All right, guys, moving on. Let's talk about some personality versus like social norms, such as like masculinity, a little bit of intellect, speech, introversion versus extroversion. Yeah. Alec, what's up, man? Start us off with something here.
Shit. Well, I will say just one more physical insecurity. Okay. Facial hair was one, but I think we talked about that in another episode. That was it was a masculinity episode, right?
Oh, really quick. I'm sorry. I don't even want to move from physical yet. Really quick. I'm sure. I don't know if you guys felt this or had this acne. That was a big insecurity of mine, man. My face was. You can ask Kenneth, dude. My face was literally infected. But like it was and I will upload a picture for those on YouTube seeing. I have no issue showing these photos now.
That's bacterial acne.
Yo, it was just right on my cheek. It was just always red, man, and it was so bad. I would be so like insecure, but like I wouldn't even want to go out sometimes, or I'll feel some type of way about being like very close to a girl,
right?
Because she'll just see all the nastiness in my face.
Yeah, but were you one that you didn't pop it though? Because like
you know what, I did.
You
I did like on the wake up. Like I would wake up, white. That's it, and go to class, bro.
I can't be
in class with
a
yo. That's nasty.
What? I feel you.
I don't know where he's probably swallowed a little bit of pus.
Yeah.
Is it alright?
It's just white heads just really blow.
Oh my god!
The very thought.
Dude, that
the very thought of it.
That Dr. Pimple Popper shit.
Oh yeah, nah, he be wild. It be like
Asian
baby
girl.
size, womb size shit. She.
Yeah, she. Yeah.
Yo, but fucking that's what about. Yo, thank the universe, thank the Lord, thank everybody. I never struggled with acne.
Yeah, me neither. Bro,
but I struggled with eczema.
Oh,
and the thing about that
could be just
it could be just as bad, but it could also be anywhere. It could be my face, my arms,
that shit could be way worse.
I've gotten it bad on my face. Nigga, I lost half my eyebrow was gone. Y'all know this. He's my barber, so he fucking knows.
No, but it is a little lighter on that side.
Back, but bro,
in school he low key had like half a brow.
Like so, basically, it was because it basically affected right there, like other places, and like
That sucks.
when I was be scratching all the time. But on top of that, that skin was just fucked up.
Yeah,
it was just like cracked.
Just the hair
flaked.
just couldn't like come out. It couldn't
Yeah,
push
you're
out
right.
of
So
that.
and there've been times like too in the summer it would be bad. Like my whole forehead, the whole summer would be like fucking just inflamed, bro. Like it was crazy. It was bad. So that I struggle with, but it's been better now. You change your diet up and shit like that, and you.
I think that's what it comes down to. Yeah, same with the acne, man. But let's go back to this personality versus social norm, bro. You kind of wrote a couple of things here. If you want to just pick one and just run with it.
I mean, fuck. I think we talked again. Like we can like save masculinity so they can like check out the other one, like the other episode that we did.
True.
We'll drop.
We'll leave a link in the description.
So you guys can check that one out because there was some insecurities that I had growing up that I always, being brought up without having like the pressure to be some sort of like hyper masculine type thing. Like I never felt like I needed to, so I was just always I did whatever the fuck I wanted to. Hung out with girls, hung out with guys, and guys would see me hang out with girls and like actually genuinely be friends without actually liking them, which is something that again we're gonna get into with the relationship in section 2.
Yeah, I got something to say about that too. Yeah.
Right, it's like why can't I be friends with a girl and like not want to fuck her type shit? You know what I'm saying? Like or not want to have those like thoughts type shit.
That still happens now.
So like when a guy, I remember even in adulthood where right now it really shouldn't even be a thing where a guy can't fathom, yo, you don't want to fuck her type shit. I'm just like, yo, relax. But that's just like one aspect of that. Besides that, I'm a nerd as fuck. Sometimes I wouldn't say I get insecure. I'm pretty secure with who I am, but it's just maybe just unsettled with maybe how other people take me. You know what I'm saying? Because personally, I'm secure with who I am. I don't give a fuck. Like I'll never change.
I get what you're saying.
I will never change. But just conscious of what other people might think of me in a situation. So it might not be insecurities,
or maybe is it a first impression only type of thing, or
just worried on
how people that even with people that you are around or have been around.
See, I'm one that I'm very attentive to. I try to be very attentive to cues, like social cues. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if I start talking about something, I get really into it. Like I might just want to back off, and I think people might identify that as an insecurity, but I don't feel like it's an insecurity. It's just me adapting to a situation kind of thing. You understand what I'm saying?
I get you.
So I don't know if you ever like felt that way, like just talking in some certain way. Or...
I mean, as far as like social insecurities, I mean, for me, it's like I know for me the biggest thing is I'm very hard on myself as far as I guess you could say introducing myself to people.
Okay.
Because sometimes I feel like I'll leave a situation after I've like met someone new, and immediately I'll go, fuck, I didn't do enough. You know,
I know
like that's like the first thing I think is I didn't do enough to make a lasting impact on this person or whatever.
It's because you didn't feel like you got the right response that you were expecting.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
And that's exactly.
And we were talking about that last time, like not getting the
exactly
responses you want.
It fucks you up.
Yeah, because like all the time I'm told like I'm told things about like oh man, you always look so sad, or oh man, you always look so serious, and it's like. It's just like
all the time,
but it's just like that's just not like I'm not like people know me. I'm not a happy person. I'm not a sad person. I mean, I'm not exactly a a happy person, but I'm not a sad person either.
You're not a miserable person.
Yeah. I'm just like I tend to be a serious person.
So would you say that you're in the same kind of category as me with how I am with like I was just saying like not insecure, just maybe just self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes.
I don't want to ever give off the impression that it's like that like I'm some sort of miserable, angry person. Right. Because for some reason people see my face and they think that's what I am. But it's just how I look.
Yeah, you don't have much variety in your face.
But it's not even a facade because I'm not sad. It's just like I don't
put not dramatic.
Yeah, I don't put much effort into being dramatic. Like obviously, I'm corny and I'm a jokester. You guys know this. So,
But he'll do it with the same
face. Like people who know me, people who don't know me don't know that.
Nonchalant about shit.
Yeah.
Same face for everything, bro. He's happy, he's sad, he's mad. He literally has the same facial expression.
When I'm mad, I'm really mad.
Now when he's tight, he's tight. I mean, I don't think y'all ever seen Kenneth tight. But
when I'm mad,
I used to ask him, I'm like, yo, bro, like, what's wrong with you? Are you alright? Like, yo, throughout all the years I've known him, I used to regularly ask him, like, yo, bro, you alright? Like, do you want to talk? He said, yeah, bro, I'm good. I'm like, yo, bro, like, don't lie to me. Like, I'm your mans.
Nah, like,
just talk to me, really.
Your man's
fucking guy. Nah, I feel y'all. Damn, that's tough. I can't really think of any like insecurity I have with I guess feel like that when I used to speak, when I used to play baseball in Long Island. I had to really change my
That's all-
vernacular.
that's
I
all
was
you
12
need
years
to
old
say.
and I was
That's
talking
big.
like
Speech
this.
is big, bro.
That's all-
Yeah,
speech
I
is
was
not
talking
bad.
like this, and
especially Long Island though.
you
like,
feel me?
that's-
I would have to say certain things certain ways, and I kind of felt like I didn't learn or knew enough words to speak on their level. You feel me? At one point, I wasn't saying, I'm not saying I was dumb
Yeah,
or
no,
lacked.
right.
You feel me? But I just
It's the culture is different. Culture
yeah,
is
like, and I
different.
was
Yeah.
not scared, but I was very hesitant to speak
Yeah,
at times
yeah,
because I didn't want to. I felt like I would say something
Give
and
the
they'll
wrong
think
impression,
like, yeah, like
yeah.
this kid.
They'll look at you, right?
What's
They'll look
wrong
at you a
with
little
this kid?
funny.
Why would he say that? Or why would he choose that word to say that? Or,
Yeah, why would he
You know what I
express his
mean? Like-
thoughts in that manner?
right, right. You feel me? It was. I mean, that's pretty much one of the only social norms I've ever had growing up. But other than that, like, I don't have none of that. Especially now, like, I feel like I can go anywhere
And own
and
it.
speak. Yeah,
Just
hell
fucking
yeah,
own
bro.
it.
From the fucking.
Yeah.
From the slums, bro, to the most proper party ever, bro. I could hold myself down with my vernacular.
Social
You know what I'm
That's
saying?
a that's a
Like,
great
that's-
that's a great thing to have. I mean, because
It
a
is.
lot of that is just attitude. You know,
It
it's
is.
just going in like I'm the life of the party now. Because
Frax.
that's definitely you.
Let those looks happen maybe for the first couple of things, and then like you'll see they just start to go away.
Yeah.
They literally start
Yep.
going away, and people be like, "Oh, is there something wrong with me because he didn't stop?"
Yeah.
Right. You
Type
feel
shit.
me?
I started to realize that. That's why I'm just like, nigga, I'm not gonna change you.
Absolutely not.
Type
Absolutely
shit.
not.
Anyway, yo, HP.
Well,
Yeah, no.
Wake up.
yeah, fucking. I never really felt like that. You know, it's funny. I had a coach. I got Daryl Teeble, man. What up, baby? Shout out Sale. He when they were talking, and this dude's a legend, man. But one time we were talking, and this guy always related baseball to life, and he was just going off on us one day, and this was at the field. It's like after practice, I think it was too. So it's just random. He was what was that he had said? He was like, oh, he's like, you know what's the problem with kids like from the hood and shit like that, like, because we're all from the hood, like whatever. Even him, it's not like whatever, but he's like, y'all niggas don't know how to hold a conversation. He was like, you go and you talk to people and that, you know what I'm saying, like higher position or just people that aren't from this environment and better environments, and y'all don't know how to have conversations with people that can help you, people all this
Yeah,
in different
true.
environments.
Yeah,
and I used to look at him, I was like, bro, and at the
The
time I was like,
quality
you
of the
bugging, I can have a
conversation.
conversation with anybody.
Right.
Then I started to pick up, for example, you know what I'm saying, like now that I'm at a corporate job, you know what I'm saying, shit like that, like when I'll have a, for example, like we're not a startup, but we're not far from a startup, but we're past that, but we're not far from those beginnings. So, for example, when I go upstairs to the fourth floor, it's a lot of regular like workers and stuff too, but also the fucking president of the company is there. Sometimes the CEO, the founder of the company, would be walking right through. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I'm bumping heads with the top of the in the company, millionaires. The CEO founder's a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So, and I realize I'll be talking to them, and when I catch, I've talked to the fucking CEO one-on-one. I've talked to the president one-on-one. It's kind of like, oh, we're talking. I feel that I'm like, oh shit, like I don't feel.
What did I just do?
You know what I'm saying? Like, what did I
yeah,
just get myself
yeah,
into right now? Like, I don't know if I can uphold this conversation with this nigga right now. You know what I'm saying? So, compared to when I'm talking to my boss or whatever, we can talk there for a while. You know what I'm saying? And I could probably still talk to my president and all of them regularly too. I'm probably just putting the thought
It's
in
all
my head.
mental. It's all mental.
Yeah, it's all
It's
like,
all
I don't
mental.
know if I can hang up with dude. Just talk
Right,
to us
right.
regularly.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
they're
saying?
just
So-
regular people.
yourself.
Yeah, but that it really. That was years ago, bro. I was like 15 when my coach told me that, and I was just like, wow, man, like this dude. That's just one of the many
Gems.
life-related gems. He would talk. This is baseball practice, bro.
Right.
This is like post-game, post-practice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? This is
Yeah.
what he's talking about.
Yeah.
So, because we did something in the game that made him think that he had to tell us that after.
That's
I think-
We
I
did
think
something in
that's every
practice that
coach
he had to tell us that
does
after.
that shit. Gives you metaphors, these
You know
life
what I'm saying?
lessons.
So-
Same thing with martial arts, man. Martial arts would be the same way. My sensei would go on for hours about just like on some,
Discipline, all that
on
shit.
on some life shit.
Yep.
But I will say one
Yep,
thing about
yep.
the intellectual insecurity and the aspect of conversation. One reason why I feel like I'm really good at conversation is because I like random bits of knowledge that normal people just like wouldn't pay attention to, and I've like those are like little talking points in conversation things.
Yeah.
You bring up stuff like that to the right person, and they'll look at you, and their whole thing will
Demeanor,
change like
oh,
that.
Yeah.
And they'll see from where you're from. They'll look at you because again,
Oh,
we look
I love doing
like
that.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
love
I
it.
get off on that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
Get
they
off.
see
Yeah.
tests, they see
Oh,
this.
yo, you already
I'm
know.
like,
I work
are
a
you
fucking
kidding
corporate
me, bro?
job. You already know. I love
Come
that
on,
shit.
come on.
I love that. No, not that anybody at my job like ever like I never felt like that from anybody at my job. Like, yo, this person thinks I'm because I'm from. I never got that.
Yeah, I was gonna
but
say,
but
like,
I have felt like I'll talk
the
and
thing
then
is, like,
like,
you
people
don't
like
look
brighten
good,
up
bro.
like all right
Yeah.
like
Oh,
all
it's
right
good,
this
no,
is
you
better
talking
than
about.
that. You know, this not that it's better, but like I wasn't expecting this great of a conversation, I guess.
Right,
So it's just,
right,
you know what I'm trying to say?
No, absolutely.
This entertaining of a conversation, I guess, whatever, for lack of a better term, from this person right now. You know what I'm saying? Not that that's a bad thing, but it's
Right.
like, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely
I've had
not.
that happen to me too.
It's a great feeling. It's a great feeling, and I definitely encourage everyone who thinks that, you know, they can't hold the conversation. Go out and have a conversation, man. The only way you're gonna get better at things is practicing.
And don't be
that-
insecure about the person also. Just
at
like,
all. That goes
yeah,
with anything.
level
Yeah,
of
don't think
person
twice.
either,
Don't
you know?
think twice, because like you said, bro, you could go and talk to that billionaire CEO that you know, and speak with him the same way you're speaking with us right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And to those listening at home. And with that being said,
It was a little more sophisticated than
yeah, obviously,
right
we're not
now,
gonna, you know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna say, you know what I'm saying, to your CEO.
No te pase, pa.
I hope not.
Hit him with that.
With that being said,
You know what
guys,
I'm
we're going to
saying?
take our first break, and when we come back, we're going to speak on relationships. We're going to touch on being out of a female's league, some finance, and some trust issues, guys, and how does society affect these specific insecurities when it comes to relationships. All right? See you guys soon.
LA's if you got one.
And welcome back to the Chec Box. For those joining us, I am your host, Chec, and I am alongside my guys, Perp, Kenneth, and Alec. What's going on, gentlemen?
What up? What up? What up?
Chilling. If you have missed the first segment of this episode, we are speaking about insecurities, man. The insight into the male mind. We pretty much specified it to that.
totally want to do a female.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna get a female.
I
in.
totely want to do like maybe like two
Absolutely.
females. You
Have
know,
to.
we share like a mic, let them rock.
But there's 4 men here, so you
Might
know
as well.
you're gonna hear from the men aspect of things. First segment, we pretty much covered personal insecurities, where we touched on physical appearance, such as weight, some acne, and then we spoke more onto like personality versus social norms, such as, you know, intellect and speech when you're talking to certain individuals. You know what I'm saying, depending on their rank in life and whatnot. And now we're gonna get into relationships, gentlemen. And the first thing I want to talk about is a good point here: being out of a female's league. Kenneth, let's start with you.
I mean, I've experienced that a bunch of times, honestly.
Okay.
At least thinking like, oh man, this girl's. Oh, another thing is like okay, so social media, right? Like a girl will have, I don't know, 17,000 followers or something like that, and let's say you guys are talking or something, and like somewhere in the back of your mind, you're thinking like, man, like this girl is like, let's say she's like a Fashion Nova model or something like that. And somewhere in the
Pretty
back of your
common, too.
mind, you're like, yo, how the fuck am I gonna keep this chick?
Where those DMs must be
Like insane. And like
Rich.
I've asked girls about that. I've been like what if what if you were famous or something like that and you're dating like a regular dude?
Okay.
Like, you know, how would you feel if he told you, listen, I'm pretty insecure about it, right? And so usually what they tell me is like, oh, don't worry about it. Like if you're secure within yourself, you're not gonna
Right.
be worried. But it's like that's like the cop out answer, because
Yeah.
it's like I don't know, like it could be Chris Brown DMing you. You get what I'm saying? Like you never know how a woman's gonna react to Chris Brown DM. You get what I'm saying?
I,
So it's
I
like,
also think on that too. I think for the person that wants to have that discussion with their other significant other, switch the roles. Imagine your significant other putting that on
Exactly,
you.
yeah. Mhm.
How are you?
yeah.
You're gonna be like, that's
And-
on you.
yeah, exactly.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like you gotta
Yeah.
figure it out. Oh, and then also too, I just
Yeah.
feel like you shouldn't even want to ask. You know what I'm saying? Because that's a whole different topic.
But let's wind it
You
back.
know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
yeah, we can run it back. Yeah.
I was gonna say, let's wind it back real quick, because I don't know about you.
Yeah.
I see girls sometimes like with a massive following. I wouldn't even touch them. I wouldn't touch
Yeah,
them.
I
I wouldn't touch them. And
It's
the thing
funny
is,
'cause
I
I
wouldn't
was gonna
say
say
I
that,
wouldn't
yeah.
say it's insecurity. I'm very secure.
No,
I
I
just
agree
don't
with
want
you.
to
Yeah, I
deal with
wouldn't
all
say
that
that.
I agree
type
with
shit.
him.
You know
I
what I'm
wouldn't agree.
saying?
Some, you know what it is?
And it is a different league. I'm not gonna, and I will consider that a different league.
yeah,
it
yeah.
is.
And I'm like, I'm secure with my
Yeah, yeah.
league. I don't
Yeah,
need all that.
exactly.
I don't need
It's
all
more
I
trouble
think-
than it's worth. To be honest,
I might be generalizing. I might be generalizing, but that is something that I do. That does.
Yeah,
go through
like
my head.
I see a certain chick, I'm like, okay, you got 24,000 followers. I'm not even gonna.
Exactly. No, 24,000. This approach is pointless to try to bag you through Instagram.
Exactly.
You could probably bag that girl in real life if y'all met. You know what I'm saying? But that's the better chance.
My
you know
DM is getting
She's
lost
out of your
in the sea.
Instagram league, but you know what I'm saying. A lot of them ain't hard to reach if you just could catch them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I've had luck,
not even
but it's
that,
just like it wasn't like I just don't go for it.
Here's the thing.
It's just a different.
Let's
game.
hear it.
I'm curious because you guys.
Let's hear it, sir.
I got one.
No. I was trying. I have something in my head. It couldn't come out.
Yeah,
Listen.
please, let's hear it.
There are some shorties that I might think is on my league, but that don't mean I'm not gonna try. Like,
Oh yeah, that's different. That's
oh,
different.
fuck, yo, 150,000. I might not slide in the DM, but if I see you in person, that's
But
different.
that is different.
Yeah,
That's different.
Because these people are pretty
feel
much
me?
all the same in
But
person.
I mean, I feel
Agreed.
like at one point I definitely was. I would tell myself like, "Yo, not Check. Like, she a little too much for you, bro. She out of your league. Like, don't even try it." But this was when I was young, man. It's like
Check was also Facebook famous when we was
I was
younger.
not nowhere near Facebook. This guy was Tumblr famous.
Here
I'm
we
sure you all
go.
recognize my shit.
Oh, yeah, you made him put the head down.
You know what? Actually, what about girls?
I-
You know what? Let's switch it up. What's
Yeah,
up,
yeah,
Uncle
what up?
Richie? How you doing, Bob? Come up in the.
What up, baby?
Still
Oh,
Richie,
how
man.
you
He
doing?
is the guy
He's a
who
big
does
guy,
everything,
a
man.
big behind the scenes
Big
guy.
behind the scenes guy. Say what's up to everybody,
You know what
man.
I'm saying?
What's happening, guys? What up, what up?
Yeah. All right, you trying to get back at it?
Yeah, how we doing?
Oh, watch out
Just got back in.
with the camera.
Around here.
Yeah, now we have to get started.
Get it back.
I'll see
You
you.
already know I had to get back up in the groove. It's been 4 months. I know. We'll chop it up after this. You know what I mean? But,
Get back into it.
Yeah, man. I mean, when it comes to girls out of my league, I was just like, yo, it's whatever, bro. I'm still gonna try to get that. Even today, I ain't gonna fry. I still be seeing some shorty. I'm like, yo, like I know she got way more bread than me. I know she about that bougie lifestyle. I know, like, I probably won't even be able to afford her, but I'm still gonna do this, man, because you know, f that. Like,
There's so much more. There's so much more to people, and this is the
feel
thing.
me?
I feel bad for reducing females because, to be honest,
Men do it too, bro,
why is
like-
that a negative thing? Why is that a
It's
negative
not.
thing? No. Why is it a negative thing if I look at someone and I see that I'm putting these negative connotations just, I don't know, very superficially, kind of like against like everything that I'm for. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like
get you.
really understanding. But I feel like for me, I don't know. I don't know why I do it. I'm just like
think
you know,
it's
fuck
just
it. You know, I
natural
feel like there's a safe zone. There's like a safe range of followers that like that I feel like
I agree. with you.
comfortable, and I'm just like, you know what?
I guess
let me just-
it's like a sort of risk management in a way. It's kind of
Oh,
I think it's just the
Oh,
natural
yeah.
calculation that everybody does. It's just certain people are more
Agreed.
calculated
It's just
in
not-
more aspects and more categories than other people.
Yeah.
It's just not
And
worth
we
the
just,
trouble.
We just
Straight up.
That's basically what it is. We look, we go, all right. This is she's this, she's that, she's this. I don't know if I could get.
But
you
I
know
will
what I'm saying?
say-
it's just like how easy or hard type of thing.
I will say I did think of a reason as to why I do that though. There is an association with the things that you value, and if you're really looking for that many fucking followers type shit. A lot of the girls that I find in that range, bro, like
That's interesting.
they don't care about all that.
They don't.
They're hot. They're fucking
Yeah,
beautiful,
yeah.
but they don't care about all that
They
attention.
don't.
They don't want
Yeah.
that. Yo, my
they're
ex-
not what we think they are. In all
yeah, they're
reality.
not. They're
In all
not.
reality.
They're not.
We think
They're
they're
not.
these stuck-up girls that just don't want shit to do with regular dudes like
no,
us.
no. I'm talking about the girls in the range that I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
You feel me?
All
The
right,
ones
yeah.
up there, I feel like they're more like, you know, they're more
That's
into
all.
their image, and they're more like really. I'm just like, you know, I don't really need that right now.
You know what's crazy, man? The fourth bullet on this rundown here is how does society affect these? And if you haven't noticed, a very common thing in this
Social
what
media.
is this 6-minute conversation is social media.
It's
bro.
everything.
We're literally
Oh, yeah, I
basing
was just-
everything
Most
around
of it.
social media, and this is a topic that goes on in my shop every single day, bro.
I
Because
bet.
we have an older barber in there. Shout out Gifted Marcy, man. Y'all already know she's new. She does braids. She does locks. Holla at her. She will flex the shit out of you.
She's cool.
Literally, any barber in Level Up, yeah, whatever. Anyway, and this is actually a great segue into what I want to bring up next, and that's trust issues in relationships. Social media is the biggest issue in relationships, I would say, because a lot of people are like, "Oh, you're DMing this person, or this guy liked your photo." Or now we're gonna move into a little even personal. You're FaceTiming with this dude. This is actually a very big topic in the shop too. FaceTiming another dude, and you know, this is my woman or whatever, or a woman, you know what I'm saying? FaceTiming another dude while with her guy, not with, but like in a relationship with a dude. Like, what's up? What y'all think about that? Like your girl, fake. You said dub. Why? Well, it all depends on the guy.
I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess it depends on the guy.
Obviously, if your girl's FaceTiming us,
fuck y'all talking about.
right? But if it's a new dude,
Fuck that nigga. Nigga, I know what I bring to the table. The fuck. Unless this nigga is specialized in his field or whatever the fuck y'all talking about.
oh,
The fuck y'all talking
oh
about?
my
You know
God,
what I'm saying?
this is a very intense HP.
But I
here.
don't know, but I feel them 100% though. I mean,
I
like,
do.
I agree,
what are you
man.
bringing to the table to this? That you know what I'm
what
saying?
aspect
Like,
this nigga got?
no, I mean, because
Like-
the thing is that this also goes back to the whole being cool with the opposite sex and not, again, I'm all a big thing about equality. You know what I'm saying? I should be able to have girlfriends while I'm with my girl. You know what I'm saying? Female friends while I'm with my girl, and I guess in the spirit of equality, my female is gonna my girlfriend is gonna shit my female. My girl should have the ability to have male friends as well, especially if they pre-existed me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh
Like,
yeah,
I
I think
understand
that's
that.
a big thing too.
I
Pre-existing
understand
is a
that.
thing.
Yeah, I think that's a
Absolutely.
big thing.
New
That is
friends though, questionable. However,
I was just
two different ends of the spectrum here.
I have to feel them out. I have to meet them.
Two
I have
different
to
ends
feel
of the
them out.
spectrum here.
Well-
All right, you got one that's for it, doesn't really care about it, and you got one who's completely opposed to it. Now
it's situational though.
it's situational. Now, Kenneth, I know we didn't get your aspect on it, but I just wanna you can touch up on this if anything first. A lot of people will say Perp is the insecure one here because
Right.
you're not letting your girl
Right,
speak to another
right.
guy. Kenneth, what's your thought on that?
I think it all depends. I think it depends on the individual level. So, like, for example, like, if you trust your girl 100%, like you're gonna overlook that kind of thing. You get what I'm saying? If you trust her 100%, that does not mean she's not stepping out on you, whatever. That doesn't mean that doesn't mean she's not doing you dirty. It just means that you trust her 100%. But given as that, you probably don't like. It seems to me like you wouldn't trust her no matter what. It just seems like that to me because like again to you like you're thinking like as him, right? Like you're putting yourself in his shoes almost like
Which is what a
the only
majority of
reason
us
you
do.
would even be FaceTiming this girl is because you want it. That's the way that you're thinking. So you're projecting that onto the dude that she's
Which
talking
is also
to.
why I'm saying
That's a big
situational.
point.
Unless she's gay. But yeah, like
Yeah,
That's a big
what I'm saying.
point.
It's situational.
so I think it is
yeah,
like
go ahead.
it is situational, and as far as like it relates to social media, I think social media only exposes what's wrong with relationships. I don't think
Amplifies those issues.
Yeah, it exposes it,
amplifies.
amplifies it. I don't think it necessarily creates it. It just gives it a new avenue for it to be seen.
I
now.
think,
New
and I
platform
think
for all that stuff to happen.
it focuses
that.
on the issues more than it does about.
More than the
The
pros.
resolutions.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
you'll see all the memes about all the time, like about just dumb shit. Like I
Yeah.
mean, I don't even know. I can't think of one right now. But you're like always like
It puts shit in your
joking
head.
about the fuck shit, joking about
still
cheating,
there,
but it's
joking
Yeah,
about all
it's-
this
it's
other shit. You know what I'm saying?
definitely still
But
there,
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like not that you
100%.
gotta joke about the opposite, but like nobody talks
But
about
you
the
would
good
never
things
be
of
joking about it if
relationships.
it didn't exist.
It's-
Type
yeah,
shit. You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
all that.
That's-
So I think
every
I think
joke
that's
has a
what
hint of
social
truth
media plays
to it.
thing.
That's a
But
fact.
also too with the FaceTime, I think it also just depends because, like, the reason why I say it's situational is because, for example, my girl, she got male friends that she knew before me,
Okay.
and there's just certain things. Like for example, like I've been with her for a little while now, so you wasn't FaceTime with this nigga for the last
Yeah.
3 years I've been with you.
Yeah,
What's
why
up?
now all of a sudden?
What's up?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or if it's somebody you ain't know, you just met the dude or whatever the fuck the case may be. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, absolutely.
that's where I guess it would be situational,
Yeah.
but 100%. You know what I'm saying? That is insecurity though. I guess if it's
I don't
for
think
example,
that's a bad
no,
thing.
I think it's insecurity if let's say it's a dude that she has known for a while, whatever, and maybe before like he'll call on FaceTime, yo, what you doing tonight? Da, da, da. And I'm getting insecure about shit like that about a dude that I know is harmless. I mean, which that has to be settled with.
That you
know what I'm
can't
saying? So,
ever know unless you're him.
I think there are some dudes, bro, where you just can't be like you're really
100%.
insecure about this guy. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
yeah,
Absolutely.
I think
100%.
sometimes you can be wildin'. You feel me? And then again it's like where's that bar set?
Yeah,
you know what I'm
where's
saying?
the
That's customized to every relationship is different. You feel me? So, but I think that definitely is rooted in insecurity.
Yeah.
100%.
Now, I want to get into a little bit like where that shit comes from because to be honest, I'm not going to front before the advent of social media and stuff like that. I felt that this is true a lot more for before this time. That those insecurities were really reflective of or can be thought of as being reflective of the person from which those insecurities came from,
Yep.
right? So like oh, the only reason why you're that insecure because you know the depths to which people can go because you've been there. Your mind has been there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've done the dirty shit, so you really expect other motherfuckers to do the dirty shit.
Yeah, I honestly, that's what I was saying.
No. That would have been true completely 100% right now if it wasn't for social media and the memes putting shit in niggas' heads. I'm not gonna front. You understand what I'm saying? Now social media put in those memes.
Yeah. Some people.
Now it's all of that. Now
you got to think about it. Like memes come from us, right? Like our colloquialisms, right? Our ideas and
maybe
our truth.
They're hyperbolic. Don't get me wrong.
But I mean, I've seen a couple memes that are hyperbolic, but it's like, yo, I know plenty of people that this person, like this exact scenario applies to them.
100%.
I see memes like that all the time.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's really crazy though. Like, just the role social media plays in relationships, bro. Whether it's what we're talking about now or just other shit too.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
It's crazy, bro. Yo, nah, that meme is jokes right now. That shit is hot all over the internet.
New SpongeBob meme. This one every month.
It's amazing.
That ass, I love it. All right, guys. So we're gonna move on to some finances in relationships. I know I myself have been in scenarios.
I think finances, or in general.
What happened?
I think finances in relationships or just in general.
Just in general. Yeah.
I'll bring up the other side of that.
Yeah. I'll talk about it in the relationship aspect of things. As a man, I clearly want to pay for everything, and I have no problem with the shorty paying every now and then too. But
I like halfsies.
Yeah, it's
no problem.
I love it when a girl pay for my shit, man. By all means, pay for me. I'm with that because I got you next time.
Yeah.
But when I don't got it. Yeah, that's when it's trash.
Yeah.
And I've been in scenarios where girls are like, "Hey, let's go out or whatever," and I'm just like, "Yo, I come up with an excuse."
Yo, that's me now.
I don't know. I don't know if there's insecurity behind that though. I just literally don't have the funds.
Yeah.
Like, what exactly?
I think there's a little insecurity.
I think it's also trying to save yourself the embarrassment.
The embarrassment,
in a sense.
But the embarrassment would be an
insecurity.
Well, here's the thing about.
I think it's also it's like, my man, you don't got money while you're here.
Right, like I wouldn't just
that type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
Now I'm just pulling up, banking off of you, if anything, banking on the fact that
I'm not saying that you should have gone out. What I'm saying is that
why is it an issue?
If you were to show up again, this all comes from the social norms too, right? Because again, traditionally the male is the provider. And all
we're talking about relationships.
We were talking about that.
Yeah. You're talking personal.
No, but even what you said is true.
But it's like
in relationships.
Yeah. Like, I don't know if that embarrassment will really fold into insecurity. I mean, Alec, I want you to talk first because you had a point, and then I sort of, because you.
Because he's still in a relationship, so he could.
I just want you to break down a little bit on the finances and the insecurity level because I kind of don't understand that. Like,
what do you mean? So being embarrassed to go out.
Use me as an example. How was I insecure in that sense?
Insecure. So the insecurity right there is where the insecurity comes from is the comparison between your situation and a normal situation in society,
now I get
and
it.
also an expected situation from the other party, because I'm pretty sure you guys did not talk about finances before you guys were talking type shit, or before you guys got on the date.
Sometimes it's like
it's I mean, sometimes you can. Don't get me wrong.
Well, sometimes it's like hinted at. It's like a girl will say some shit that'll make you think, I'm too broke for this chick.
right. And in that case,
that's definitely happened to me.
In that case, that's a little bit different.
Yeah.
That case, you're secure that you're not able to deal with this.
That was like what I said. Like,
be some
bougie ass girls who you can't afford.
Or also too, it could be.
No, but a regular date is different though. But if it's
but I was gonna say, even that could also be a mental trick too. It could also be her thinking, "Yo, this dude's out of my league. Let me say some shit that's gonna make him think I got money because I think he got money."
The games
and then you know what I'm saying.
It's all those communication games, my guy.
You gotta create a strategy that works for you and stick to the strategy.
Yeah, investment portfolios.
This works with fucking. You know what I'm saying? It's based on that. But yeah, man.
Sounds like me when I'm talking about this.
Bro, I love it.
It works in finances and it works in life, man. You pick up. It works in baseball too. That's why baseball's the greatest sport of all time.
Talk. Let's go Yankees, baby.
You act, you fail.
Okay, Anario
see what the best strategy is, and you apply the strategy out of all times. And you gotta come to terms with the fact that in life, no one will ever succeed 100% of the time with their strategy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
So you know what I'm saying? So you gotta, and then when your strategy fails, you go great. Next one, strategy. Implement it again. Failed. Great strategy. Implement it again. So I came through. You know what I'm saying? So I guess.
So what you're telling me is I should just keep dating chicks who want to pay for my shit. In other words,
it's a good strat. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you, bro. I think that's what he's getting at.
If it works, it works.
For me, it's psychological. I'm not gonna front. I will tell you where I do get a little bit insecure with shit when it comes to like relationships and like in I wouldn't say with finances so much, because I don't think a girl has ever just been like, no, I won't. I'm gonna pay for this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't think a girl's ever done that to me, and you know that's whatever. But like when it comes to like her being completely independent and her wanting to be hyper independent when it comes to a date, right? When it comes to, you know, her providing the her own transportation, all those little things where we as males we're waiting to like show our masculinity, or really just waiting to show like the way that we're providing. Right. Because without those things, it's crazy. I've been not relationship, but I've been in like in dates where, you know, little opportunities like that were taken away from me. They were taken away from me, and to be honest, I never knew that I never knew that I really counted on those little things. You know what I'm saying? I never knew to count to feel like the fucking don. You know what I'm saying? I'm just like, and then when I come home and I'm just like, you know, it's like
she took me out.
Yeah. Where did I leave the
So it's like,
down?
I mean, you know, there's nothing wrong with that, but that when that happened, like, or whenever that did happen, like the couple times it did, now I'm over that shit. I'm like, whatever. You want to do that? That's fine. I'll just do it the next time. I'll pay it forward. We'll go back and forth, tit for tat. Because to be honest, at the end of the day, the way that society is changing right now with how, you know, the sexes are trying to be represented now, right? Females trying to be, you know, more empowered and stuff like that. You know, why is it an issue for that? Some shit like that, right? Why is it an issue for a female to? I don't think so. I don't think it's that bad.
I was thinking a situation like that too.
But it's all conditioning.
It's very important too. Where I think that's something where the phrase "is the thought that counts" comes into play, because the one opportunity you do get to show that masculine thing, to pay, close the door, whatever the fuck, you take it. You know what I'm saying? So I guess having the thought, you know, so always being thoughtful, mindful of all those things.
I hear you.
But one thing too, relating to finances, like to just personal, like just regular yourself.
Right.
Dude, I literally remember. Right, I have a specific memory right now in my head from 3rd grade with my boy Sherman, and all of us talking. And remember, like we was going around like asking. We was like fucking with dudes like, yo, you pop. Like, yo, you pop. Like, I bet that's when, you know,
of course, 100%. Yeah, I remember.
Vernacular and shit, and like all these slang words. We used to fuck with niggas, like we used to go to, like, maybe you didn't know what it meant. We used to be like, yo, you pop, bro. Like, basically, you broke. And you know what I'm saying? We used to, and niggas just,
I remember that.
But it only gets worse and worse. You know what I'm saying? So, not worse and worse, but it only builds. Now when we in 6th grade, you know what I'm saying? We like actually talking about money, all this shit. You know what I'm saying? And then like. Well, for me personally, like, I just grew up, like, it was always a thing, like, oh, you don't want to be known as a broke nigga. You know what I'm saying? I guess everybody, wherever you're from, you know what I'm saying? Like, in New York City in general, you just don't want to be known as that broke nigga, you know what I'm saying?
I feel like that is, like, I think that's specific to, like, New York City, or at least inner city culture. As far as like, because like,
or highly urban places.
Yeah, because if you're talking about being broke in the 3rd grade, it's like, who are you hanging around? That like you talking about?
Little nigga shit, you know what I'm saying?
But it's like,
exactly.
it's like, oh,
we listening to our older brothers and everybody.
Yeah,
talking,
it's like that's like street
that.
shit. It's like your 15-year-old brother selling weed for the first time, talking about being broke.
No,
but you in 3rd grade, like, yo, you pop.
When we were talking about the 3rd grade, it was literally just the word. We weren't saying like, yo, you broke nigga, but it was like just learning the slang of the word. Yo,
but it's crazy how it starts that early, because it's like when you're 8 years old, in 3rd grade,
culture,
it's
bro.
like,
I don't even know, but no,
you're not even in double digits yet, and you're being socialized in that way.
I will say what is very interesting though about something, especially about being broke, because this happens a lot with being broke, or just the insecurity of being broke. You ever had an insecurity and it suddenly sort of went away? The actual problem didn't go away, but it suddenly went away when you were just blurted it out and you were just completely honest with it. Nigga, I'm broke.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's me every day,
and that's it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm broke. It's okay.
For the time being.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a stepping stone.
You know what I realized when you find yourself around that one person that in the setting where you don't want to be like, nigga, I'm broke. It's like, yo, I'm broke. That's all you need. That's all everybody needs. Facts. That one person in that one setting to be like, yeah, I'm broke.
Or I'm fat.
That they don't want to be like, oh, I'm broke around. You know what I'm saying?
Or I'm fat. You know what I'm saying? That happens all the time.
Yo, and there's so much tension, right? You know, all that tension. Oh, shit, I don't want to say I'm broke. Oh, I want to say I'm fat. And then the person says that, right? Boom. All the tension's gone. Yeah. Oh, shit, I'm broke too. Nigga, I'm broke too. Nigga, everybody's broke. And then you find out everybody's fronting. You know what I'm saying? So I just spit OD. Fuck it.
But can you mark the mic though? Okay, because I get really close and I touch my lips.
You get hepatitis D. No homo.
All right, man. Amen.
Pausa. We got to. Now that's gonna trigger. That's a trigger. For
Yeah, relax.
Canceled.
Let's
We're
blurt
gonna
that
blow that
out.
out. We're gonna blow that out. But all right, guys, that was actually a great talk on relationships and some insecurities. We're gonna wrap it up here for this segment. This next segment and last segment is gonna be on the pros of the insecurities that we spoke about, guys. All right, and before we go, I want you guys to drop some comments on what you think are some insecurities that we didn't mention here that are in relationships.
We definitely missed a lot of them.
I know one of them that I was thinking about was gifting. I know some people.
That
Gifting is a very big one. But yeah, please drop some thoughts, drop some comments,
You know
show
we
some
always
love.
forgetting shit.
You know the vibrational energies, man.
vibrational
DNA activation station.
Hey.
Welcome back to the Chec Box. I am your host, Chec, and alongside me are my three guys, Perp, Kenneth, and Alec. What is going on? For those joining us now, we have spoken about two types of insecurity. We spoke about personal and interpersonal, meaning... Oh, I don't even know. You see that, right? I didn't even mean... I just trying to throw it out there. We spoke a little bit about personal insecurities, such as physical appearance. Spoke on weight, acne. We also spoke about, comparing yourself to others and social norms. And we also spoke about some relationship insecurities, guys, such as trust issues, female being out of your league, and how social media and society itself is just affecting everything that we do now with our partners and shit. Like, it's crazy. We asked you guys to drop some more gems and insecurities that you think we might have missed in both aspects of things. And now we're going to talk about the possible pros of these insecurities. How can they be a good thing? Alec, how about you start us off here?
Yeah,
And at this point, gentlemen, I'm sorry, we can pick anything we spoke about. It doesn't have to be specifically, in any order. You can just talk about whatever y'all want and just what could possibly be pros of what we spoke about.
Cool.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. I think when you talk about insecurities in general, I mean, especially where they come from, again, it comes with comparisons, right? Comparing yourself to the rest of society or rest of social norms, whichever pertains to the the topic better.
Mm-hmm.
But the other aspect is also looking within yourself, right? It's also being introspective, right? Actually being, and this is another another topic that has a negative connotation. It kind of rubs shoulders with insecurities, being self-conscious, right? We talked on that also. Something that I've been really thinking about lately too is just the fact that self-consciousness is something that is an actual good thing. Think about being self-conscious and actually being conscious. Turn the words around real quick, because I think when
You're conscious of yourself.
Conscious of yourself,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely.
Being conscious of yourself, because if you're not conscious of yourself, you don't know why you do the things you do. You don't know, where those things come from. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, analyzing what you do and who you are, and really just
It just
I don't know.
helps.
Yeah.
Because
it
we're
does.
creatures of habit, and when you learn yourself, you learn what drives what drives certain habits, and it just allows you to adjust your life to the world as needed. You get what I'm saying? To allow you to live your best life for yourself,
right.
while you're here. You get
And
what I'm
everything
saying?
in moderation at the end of the day. I mean, it's whenever you take things like, for example, insecurities and self-consciousness to the nth degree and you start being irrational with it, you start letting, and again, usually the irrationality comes from external sources, and we talked about those external sources as well, like social media, just trends in general. I mean, I think before social media, it was just trends, just how people were. Again, social media has advanced that and made it a lot faster how these things changed, and at the end of the day, I think those are the two parts of it. Actually looking within yourself and then looking how yourself compares to everything around you. What I will say on the topic of whether it can be a good thing. I think if you're in a bad place, I don't think you should be secure with that, right? If you think about it, I don't think you should be comfortable. I don't think you should be complacent. I don't think you should be secure with yourself being in a bad place.
Right.
Take, for example, a drug addict. Why would a drug addict being secure with himself
As
be
an
a
addict,
good thing?
be a good thing. Yeah, no.
Right?
At all.
Wouldn't you want to be a little bit insecure
Yeah.
about that, right?
Yeah.
And that's just one example I can think of. But I mean, do you guys agree with that? I mean,
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah.
I just want to touch on the self-conscious thing because a lot of people think we're self-conscious of everything that we do. Like, we're not. We're still young.
Yeah,
we're
no,
still growing. Our minds are still developing. I can remember 2 years ago, I was sitting talking to you guys, you three, saying things and me saying right after, yo, I don't know why I think this way. I don't know why I do. Sometimes you just don't know why you do shit, and you need to go through things, figure it out, and you need to learn. And I think at the end of it, I think insecurities are low-key like lessons to be learned, because when you look back on the shit we were insecure about, we learned to not be insecure about it. So it's like, yo, like, for example, my weight, it's a good thing I was insecure, bro. I feel, because that taught me to just like really like, yo, like, it's okay, you feel me? Like, I learned from being insecure to be okay with myself, you feel me? I don't know if I'm wording it right.
question though, like, but
What's
if
up?
you weren't,
But if I wasn't insecure, you think I would still be the same way today?
kind of, right? Because I mean, like, you
I don't
wouldn't,
know.
you wouldn't, like,
can't
you would,
answer that.
you would still be okay with it, right?
Yeah.
Because if you weren't insecure, you would be okay, but would you not be okay? You
I don't. Yeah, no, I get you. I definitely get you.
understand what I'm
It's a very confusing thing.
No, I
It's-
get where you're getting at. I know, I get
You
where
know
you're
what I'm
getting
saying?
at. No, but I do get it though.
But I think some insecurities can be a good thing. Not everything.
It helps you develop.
There we go.
That's what it is. It
It's
helps
a
you
learning.
develop.
It's a. You're learning. You're
helps you
learning
develop,
about yourself first off, and you're developing. You know what I'm saying? And you're becoming more self-conscious and aware of who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
The insecurities probably secure you more.
Right. It's
If you
it's-
let it. If you let it. You
let
have
it.
to let it.
If you let it.
Perp, you had something, bro. What were you saying, brother?
No, I was gonna say too. It's just funny the way you guys explain it and are putting it, because that's exactly what it is. I was reading forgot what book is that. If you guys ever read Rich Dad Poor Dad, he talks about it too. He mentions something. He says, when you have like insecurities, but also too, like, for example, insecurities could be like something that bothers you a lot. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, it's just something that's it's insecurity. You know, it is what it is. It's like he says, it's like the universe telling you something, that it's something that you need to address. Like, this is something that either you need to become more knowledgeable on, this is something that you need to learn more about, because, you know what I'm saying, either way, it's just whatever it may be, it's the universe pushing at you, coming at you, and it's only gonna get, the more you shy away from it, the more you don't address it, the more it becomes the more insecure you become about it, or whatever, the more it bugs at you. You know what I'm saying? And I think that insecurities are great because, for example, when I when I notice a new insecurity, it's kind of like, oh shit, all right, maybe this is something that's been going on for the last 23 years of my life, but I'm just realizing this is awesome. You know what I'm saying? Let me address it now. Is it really a bad thing? Oh, maybe this isn't even a bad thing. I'm bugging. That's not an insecurity. Boom, keep doing it, but it's not insecurity. Boom, now, and you're just filing through as life goes on. You know what I'm saying? And sorting, and that's why, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's should give people, because, like, for example, anybody that's like has a fear of aging or that depresses them, like the thought of getting older. That's a bright side of it. You know what I'm saying? You're just becoming a better you with time. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, you're becoming older. The youth shit is fading, but you're learning by yourself constantly. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's the best way to view insecurities, and like when you're just waking up every day and you got that one thing tugging at you, tackle it, approach it.
Yeah.
I think that's something. It's telling you this is the next thing in your life you need to approach. Right
Most
now
of those
by
things
you.
aren't conscious things.
Exactly.
That's exactly
They're
that's what I'm trying to get.
things,
They're
man.
not conscious.
And this helps you dig in, and you be like, oh, whoa, this one thing, boom, now you're in your consciousness.
Now you're conscious, so now you can
Yeah,
continue
yeah.
to be insecure about it and then work towards it, or you can be like, yo, I was being unconsciously insecure about this for no
Yes.
reason. Like, wait, I mean that's a funny one, but just being like, I mean, stupid shit. If you're healthy and just like a little, like you got a little tub, that's whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you understand
Well,
what I'm
people-
saying, though? It's bringing
I
it
do.
out of the unconscious, like you said, creatures of habit, that unconscious place, and really bringing it out on the table when you know, into the conscious.
Yeah, absolutely. Kenneth, man, you're a bit quiet here. Talk to us.
No, I mean, to piggyback off of that, I think we need to just also, as far as like accepting insecurities, to just not take things personal. I know that's like a big thing I struggled with for a long time.
So you used to get tight when I told you, like, yo, you want to talk to me, bro?
No. Because that's not really a criticism. That's like
what would you take personally?
What would I take I'm trying to think.
Like someone's criticism of an insecurity?
No, it would be like...
Or the actual
That's a good one right
thing.
there.
It would be like, let me see. It would be like somebody would tell me something about myself, right?
Okay.
And I would think, oh, that's not true. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like someone would, like when someone points something out about you, and you're like, fuck that shit. I'm not gonna listen.
See,
to
the thing that bothers me about that is that they think that you were like that the whole time.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
the
I mean,
that relates to what you were trying to say earlier.
and it's not even like I used to take that so personally. I would just be like, fuck off. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't know me. You know what I'm saying? But like rather than I would just. Like, now I just say, I wonder why they do that. Like, I wonder if it's really true or not. You know what I mean? Like, I just don't take it personal because I've realized, like, everybody takes things personal. Yep. You know, everybody has things that they don't like about themselves, that people say about them that they don't like. And the thing that helped me realize that was when I started, like, when people started complaining to me about certain things about other people. And I would go, like, oh, wow, they're just, like, you know, this person is just like everyone else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like nobody likes to be judged for shit. You know, everybody likes to be told what they want to hear. You know, everybody likes that stuff, but this is the real world. You're not going to be told what you want to hear all the time.
Everything not going to be sugar-coated.
Not everybody's going to be nice. Not everybody's even going to like you. And it's just one of those things where you just got to accept it. And if it's honestly something you need to address, you know, you give it thought. And, you know, you try to be better. But, you know, sometimes even trying to be better, some people will just not accept that. And you just got to go, okay. Well, whatever.
It is what it is. Yes.
But, you know, just don't take anything. I mean, you can take some things personal, but, like, in general, don't take criticism personal because, you know, even if that person can't handle it, because a lot of people can't handle that same criticism back. But just, you know, just internalize it. Be like, okay, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. Or when someone wants to, like, push an insecurity onto you that you're not insecure about.
Yeah.
You ever had that?
Oh, all the time.
Like you're like, like you're completely fine. Yeah. Like, you're completely fine with something. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, and someone's like trying to push an insecurity on you, and it's just like, you know, I'm not
insecure.
The way that I handle that is, I go, okay, go on, continue. I'll be like, explain.
Yeah. But you know what that often does? That often like brings you into their head.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I do it. I'm like, that's why I be like, okay, explain to me how I'm doing whatever you're talking about. Yeah. And you have to half the time they can't, or the other half of the time they go in full detail, and you're like, shit.
Maybe they are right.
Maybe they are right.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Yeah, like based off of like unconscious habits of thought. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
they're just snap judgments that people make of you, and then when you force them to tell you about it, they're like, "Shit, I was wrong."
Yeah, right.
It's like, hey, that's fucking motherfucker.
It's a lot of unconsciousness.
Well, I mean, for me, gentlemen, that's pretty much all I have to say for that episode. I mean, I pretty much gave my spiel on why I think some insecurities can be good. I mean, the floor is pretty much open for any of you now if y'all want to give your last thoughts on this. I mean, I feel like we pretty much said a lot today. Yeah, I hope the listeners take a lot out of this episode. And once again, I want everybody to please comment on all of our posts. We all have personal pages. Nario's at hpenna730. Me, I'm at CHEC_7. Kenneth is at _ in every color. And Alec is at Alec_Sergio. Alec is spelled with a K, guys, not with a C. Please. And the
Your
Chec
family
Box.
even gets that shit wrong, man. Shit.
Your family?
Yo, on Christmas cards, man. Nigga, like, they've been giving me this shit for like 24 years of my life, bro.
Really quick before I move on, my aunt, way back when, she made me like a little Christmas stocking. She spelled Joshua.
Oh, no.
Joshwa.
Oh, my God.
Never.
Joshua?
I don't even know. Don't even.
Yeah, I see. The reason why I never really cared about it from my side of the family because like my aunts and all like parents and aunts and all that stuff, they straight from DR, so some of them are actually literate. So I was like, you know what, whatever, bro. But Joshua. I feel you, my nigga. Like I've had some bad ones. Like my name is Junior.
Gives me like Afro vibes.
Y'all can only imagine, bro. My nickname is Junior because my pops got the same name, bro. You can only imagine.
That's crazy.
Your father's the same name.
That, yeah,
Junior, bro.
Yeah, so like that's the reason why, yo, bro. I've had a lot of shit on that spectrum.
We'll talk about that after that.
Shit on that spectrum.
But yeah, guys, and then the podcast page on Instagram is at THECHECBOX right above us. You can see that, and we are the same on every platform, guys. I can't stress enough. Please subscribe on YouTube. Click the little bell so that way you get notifications every time we upload a video. Follow us on Apple Podcasts, Instagram, Twitter. Spotify, and Google Play. We are on all platforms, like I said, at THECHECBOX at the Chec Box. And yeah, we hope you enjoyed the season 2 premiere. We are back and better than ever, guys. We will be coming at you guys weekly with things. Please stay involved with us as much as we stay involved with you. And I cannot stress enough, please interact with us. We are not strangers. We don't not want to talk to you. We want to make this show better for you guys. So we need to speak to you guys. Show us love and whatnot, guys. And that's going to be it. Gentlemen, once again, you have anything else?
Dude, beautiful.
Let's go Yankees.
First, episode.
Exactly. Let's go Yankees. Playoff baseball is coming up. You already know the vibrational energies in the nation. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good time. Have a good night, good day, whatever time you listen to this. And see you next week. Holla.